Assassin's Creed Shadows is finally here, and after 50 hours of gameplay, there's a lot to discuss. Ubisoft promised a deep, immersive Feudal Japan experience, but does the game deliver? Is it a true evolution of the franchise, or just another RPG entry that plays it safe? We're diving into every aspect of Assassin's Creed Shadows. The story, the historical accuracy, the gameplay mechanics, the combat system, the open world, and whether it truly feels like an Assassin's Creed game. If you're wondering whether it's worth your time and money, stick around, because this is a full deep dive into what's really going on with Shadows. Before we get started, want to try the latest games without breaking the bank? GameFly lets you rent physical copies and have them delivered right to your door. Click the link in the description to learn more and start your free trial. Alright, let's get into it. Story, setting, and historical accuracy. Ubisoft takes us to 16th century Japan during the Sengoku period, one of the most violent and politically complex eras in Japanese history. This was a time of constant warfare, shifting alliances, and ambitious warlords fighting for control of the nation. It's the perfect setting for an Assassin's Creed game, blending real historical figures with the hidden war between assassins and Templars. At the heart of the story are two protagonists, Neo and Yasuke. Their contrasting backgrounds create a dynamic narrative that lets players experience both sides of feudal Japan. Neo's story, the Assassin's Path. Neo is a highly skilled ninja from the IGA region, where the Assassin Brotherhood has deep roots. Her father entrusts her with protecting a mysterious artifact, but her world is turned upside down when her clan is attacked. The artifact is stolen, and her father is brutally killed. Seeking revenge and answers, she embarks on a journey across Japan to hunt down those responsible. Neo's arc is the most traditional Assassin's Creed experience in the game. It revolves around stealth, assassinations, deception, and the ongoing battle against a powerful, secret faction manipulating history from the shadows. Her playstyle is about infiltrating enemy bases, gathering intelligence, and eliminating targets without being detected. Yasuke's story, the warrior's journey. On the other side of the spectrum, Yasuke is a legendary African samurai serving under Oda Nobunaga, one of the most famous warlords in Japanese history. Unlike Neo, Yasuke is not an assassin. He is a warrior who fights with honor, brute strength, and battlefield dominance. Yasuke's presence in Assassin's Creed has been a hot topic among history buffs. He was a real historical figure, and while records on his life are scarce, Ubisoft uses this ambiguity to craft a unique story. In the game, he initially fights for Nobunaga, but soon finds himself caught in a larger conspiracy. His combat style reflects his background as a samurai, offering a more direct approach compared to Neo's stealth-based gameplay. His missions often involve large-scale battles, duels, and commanding troops rather than sneaky assassinations. Historical accuracy. Does Shadows get it right? Ubisoft has always taken a historical fiction approach with Assassin's Creed, and Shadows is no exception. The setting, the architecture, the weapons, and the culture are authentic to the Sengoku period, but the game takes liberties with certain historical details. One of the biggest talking points is how Yasuke is portrayed. While he was a real samurai, there are no records of him being involved in a secret war against shadow organizations. However, Ubisoft justifies this by saying they wanted to explore the what-if side of history, filling in the gaps with their own narrative. The game also introduces fictional factions and conflicts, much like previous Assassin's Creed titles. It's a blend of historical realism and creative storytelling, which has always been the series' approach. Gameplay and mechanics, a true evolution or more of the same. Ubisoft has refined the open-world RPG formula it established in Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. If you enjoyed the RPG-heavy Assassin's Creed era, this game improves on nearly every aspect. If you were hoping for a return to the classic AC format, it might not be exactly what you wanted. The open world is one of the biggest in the franchise, featuring a wide variety of locations: castle towns, villages, snowy mountains, dense forests, and battlefield ruins. There's a dynamic weather system, including rain, snow, fog, and even typhoons, which affects visibility and gameplay strategies. Character switching is a major feature, but unlike GTA 5, where characters live independent lives, in Shadows, swapping between Neo and Yasuke keeps you in the same location. This can feel a bit immersion-breaking, especially when one character is supposed to be somewhere else in the story. The stealth system has been greatly improved, with new mechanics like extinguishing lanterns, using grappling hooks, hiding in shadows and underwater stealth kills. Meanwhile, Yasuke's combat is all about heavy attacks, brutal executions, and overpowering enemies with sheer force. One of the biggest criticisms so far is how missions handle character switching. If you choose to play as Neo, Yasuke disappears from the scene entirely, even if the story suggests they should be together. It's a small but noticeable flaw that breaks immersion. Combat, leveling, and progression. Ubisoft keeps the leveling system intact from previous RPG entries, meaning enemies scale with your character. The skill tree is extensive, allowing for deep customization based on playstyle. Neo and Yasuke share XP, meaning leveling one also levels the other. This prevents one character from being underpowered, but also removes the challenge of balancing them independently. The base building system returns, allowing you to recruit allies, upgrade facilities, and expand your influence across Japan. This adds an extra layer of strategy, similar to the settlements in Valhalla. Graphics, sound, and presentation. Visually, Assassin's Creed Shadows is one of Ubisoft's best-looking games to date. The level of detail in feudal Japan's environments, architecture, and lighting is stunning. The day-night cycle and seasonal changes affect gameplay, with different enemy behaviors and mission dynamics depending on the time of day and weather conditions. The soundtrack is a highlight, blending traditional Japanese instruments with classic AC themes. Voice acting is strong, though there are some mispronunciations of Japanese names, which might stand out to those familiar with the language. Final verdict. Assassin's Creed Shadows is another divisive entry. While it refines many of the RPG elements introduced in previous games, it doesn't stray too far from the established formula. Players who enjoyed Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla will likely appreciate the depth and scale of this new entry. Those longing for the stealth-focused roots of Assassin's Creed Mirage may feel that Shadows leans too heavily into open-world RPG mechanics. That said, within what the game aims to be, Shadows delivers well. It offers a rich, immersive world, a compelling story with two distinct protagonists, and refined gameplay mechanics that build upon past successes. The attention to historical details, the visual presentation of feudal Japan, and the depth of exploration all contribute to making this a standout experience for fans of the RPG era of Assassin's Creed. However, the game isn't without its issues. Some of the character animations feel stiff, certain mechanics, like the dual protagonist system, could have been implemented more seamlessly, and longtime fans may be disappointed by the lack of significant innovation. But if you enjoy Ubisoft's open-world style, there's a good chance you'll have a great time with Shadows. What do you think? Are you excited to play Assassin's Creed Shadows, or are you hesitant? If you've already played it, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Want to try the latest games without breaking the bank? GameFly lets you rent physical copies and have them delivered right to your door. Click the link in the description to learn more and start your free trial. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the biggest gaming releases, controversies, and industry news. We've got plenty more coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.